Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Joshua Lead and Iron. Mint House actually sent me over a docking station, and I wanted to bring this to you guys because one, I'm going to be starting a coding class here soon, and two, there are many of you like me that are just about to start a class or something that requires maybe more monitors, and I think this might be the perfect solution. So this is the USB-C triple 4K display universal dock station from Mint House. I do want to thank them again for sending this out. I think this is going to be something that I'm going to use a lot, especially in this class. And I'm kind of excited to start this class, and I'm kind of nervous at the same time. This is something I've always thought about doing because I've always wondered how certain things are set, and if I could make the changes to it to make it better. And now I'm putting myself in a position where I might be able to do it. A little nervous, really excited, and I think this is going to help out a lot. All right, so let's open this up and see what's in here. Cut down the sides. And I'm going to, come on now. Come on, there we go. Start it, give it a little bit of help. Take off this plastic. All right, here we go. Oh, these are always hard to open. I don't want to rip it, so I try to find ways to not rip. Because you just never know when you're going to use a package again to put it away or anything like that. All right. Okay, so far, looks very nice. I like that it's also black because my MacBook Pro's black, the space black. So I think this is gonna look really good, aesthetically pleasing. And that's what I think things should be, like aesthetically pleasing, especially if it's going to be sitting on your desk, like in your workspace. Aesthetics is a must sometimes. Oh, look at that power brick. Wow. That's hefty. That's as big as almost a dock. That's crazy. So this must have at least 100 watts to charge, if it's going to be, giving you a brick like this. And Mickey Mouse ear plug, or the Mickey Mouse plug, I should say. USB-C cable. Hey, wait a second. Oh, that's okay. That's cool. Okay, this is very smart. I'm going to have to hold on. I'm going to take this apart right now so you guys can see this. It's literally this little thing right here. Man, it's going to hold it into the dock station. That is awesome. That's a really smart. Oh, okay. That little piece, I think that got me more excited than the rest of the stuff. And then you just got your paperwork on how things work and where to go to get your display driver. So this does work on Display Link. A lot of people don't like Display Link. Sometimes it crashes, sometimes it doesn't crash, sometimes it works great. It's like a roll of the dice every time you use it. Not every time, I'm over exaggerating. But, I mean, it has its issues. I think it's more with like high refresh rate monitors and when people want to use it for gaming. Because not everything is made for gaming. In the business world, it's very different from like if you want to game. So workstations and stuff like that are kind of different demands. And this is more business centric. Yeah, that's just the paperwork in different languages. So let's put this box, put everything else in it. We'll set this off to the side. So that's nice. I think this is nice. This is a nice presentation, especially when it's going to be sitting on my desk. I don't want to look at something like, you know, not nice looking. This is okay. I like the USB-C cable that came in. It's pliable. It's not like stiff. But this wire holding it is. What the? Probably about 3 feet, 3 feet long. You put this and it goes over your USB-C. Like that. Plug it in. Screw it on. And then it's not going to move. So let's try that right now. Plug this in. Screw this on. This is honestly like, why did anybody not think of this stuff? One, it gets rid of confusion. I mean, I'm confused that I don't know how I can't get this to, it was, all right. So now you have a more secure connection. There we go. It gives you a more secure connection. It's not coming out, so you don't have to worry about it like disconnecting or anything like that. Very nice. So let's go over these features. So here we have your 1 gigabit Ethernet port. All right. You're going to have 2 sections where it's HDMI or DisplayPort. And I'm using the word or because you can use either one. So you're either going to use an HDMI or DisplayPort. The DisplayPort should be 1.4, and HDMI it looks like it's going to be 2.1 or 2.0. Oh no.
Oh.
All right. So it looks like it's going to be HDMI 2.0, DisplayPort 1.4. You're going to have 2 USB-A 3.1. Whoever decided to name these different USB, it's like just say USB-A 10 gigabit port instead of 5, or USB 2.0. But then they start getting into the USB 3.1, so it's not USB 3, and then it's not just the first generation, but then there's a second generation, so it's USB 3.2 Gen 2. And that's literally the name of a USB port. Talk about confusion. So you have 2 of those that do 10 gigabit. Now I say that do 10 gigabit because it's able to reach speeds up to 10 gigabit. But you're plugging this into USB to USB-C, and it's going to share that 10 gigabit across this. So I just want to clarify that a little bit. So then you have this upstream connection for your USB that's going to be connecting into your laptop / MacBook. That provides up to 100 watts of charging. That's very helpful, especially if you're going to be doing 4 or 5 hours on a project. You're always going to be connected. You're always going to have power. So that's a good thing. You have 2 USB-C that are also 10 gigabit. And what I like about what Mint House is doing here is they're actually, like, I'm going to try so you can see that. You see how it's like labeled 10 gigabits per second? I like that. Then you have another 2 USB-A that are 10 gigabit as well. And you have your mic / headset 3.5 millimeter jack. And of course the sticker that says display link. But that is what is given on this dock station. I wish that Mint House would have provided more USB-C ports instead of like the USB-A ports. Don't get me wrong, USB-A ports do come in handy. Not a lot of things use USB-A, or they don't come with USB-A, but things like microphones and some charging stuff, that use USB-A, I could see that, but I really do, I have more USB-C cables than I do USB-A cables. For me to fix that, and for you to fix that, especially if, you know, you get one of these, is I have this, which is a USB-C, which is backwards, I know. Like some of our car chargers and stuff like that, that we haven't really purchased like a new car charger that's USB-C, so this kind of helps it to plug in your USB-C into something that's USB-A, and it kind of helps you out. So these do come in handy. They come, you know, I get them on Amazon. But this, if you come across that, this helps you. There are certain ones though. These come in certain speeds, so make sure you're getting the ones that are going to accommodate you. So they're not like USB 2 speeds or, you know, 3.0, but they're 3.2 Gen 2, whatever. Get the ones that's 10 gigabit at least. So that explains this power brick. And I think the harder part is going to be positioning this power brick into a spot where it's not like an eyesore. Because it's pretty big. This thing is kind of, it's a chunk. You plug it in. Plug that into the back there. Turn it on, you're all set to go. I got to round up some monitors here. And we'll plug this in. Thank you, Mitten House. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, so we're back. Got my MacBook here. I'm going to use this link right here to get my display port. There is, I gotta show you guys this. So there is another link in the startup guide, but look at this. Look how light of a coloring that is. I can't read that. So I'm gonna have to go off this. It's the same link. The visibility is much better on that. So let's open up my MacBook and we'll head over here. We'll do http / looks like dl.iqs.link / right, hit return. That's where it takes me to downloads firmware. And now this book tells me that I need to look for model number in real time here with you guys. Okay, it's under USB display. UG69 giggity PD 25 Pro. Click on that. This is Mac OS.
Oh.
It says connection is not private.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I want to show you this. It's telling me the connection is not private and it might try to steal my personal financial. Show. Safari warns you a website has a certificate that is not valid. Okay, that's a little concerning. I don't know if they've updated it or not, but you can't send somebody to a link where it's unprotected. So unfortunately, that display link is not going to, like, I'm not going to install it on my MacBook. Tell you guys to be very wary of places where you can get that kind of like firmware or whatnot, but see if I can find anything, just a way to get display link on here. Because let's go to Mac OS, download. So there's a way to get display link without having to go through and risk your personal information, stuff like that. Bear with me here. Okay, now let's go into plugging this stuff in to these monitors. So I have a 27-inch monitor right here to my left. I have a small, I want to say maybe like a 16-inch portable monitor right here, and then a 22-inch monitor on the right of me. I'm going to plug this in to my MacBook. All right. I'm going to plug these in right here, and that way you guys can see it. Here's my barrel. Plug my power barrel in, my display port, my HDMI display 1, and then my HDMI display 2. Only thing I don't like about these is how many crazy wires you got coming out of your Houzits. And that's a single HDMI. Now these back USB ports and the LAN port, I would put something in there that you don't have to reach for over and over again, because trying to move all these wires is a pain. We'll turn it on in real time. I'm going to allow this, and I'm going to allow it. My screen's up right here on my left, my 27-inch. Let me open up DisplayPort or Display Link Manager and see if that works. I have them both on here. I don't have my third on here. You can control like the color or the brightness on here on your Display Link Manager. Hello, Mrs. Palmer Horse. There we go. So that's two. Where's my third one? It's getting power. I'll have to turn it on manually. Okay, it's on. Okay, so now I have three. I have three monitors, and they all have the same picture, and it's working. All right, so my next step is take my mouse, and I'm going to plug in this USB dongle I have for it so I can control my mouse on my desk or my laptop, my MacBook. Plug that in here. There it is. All right, so now I got a mouse, and that's working. And now let me plug in an SSD. So I had to find one of these. It's a USB-C to USB-A cable. And that's why I mean that it would be a lot better if there was more USB-C ports on here. I mean, if they're going to be the same speed, give us two more USB-Cs and give us only two USB-A ports, or 3 and 3 or something. All right, let's plug that in. Let's see if that shows up. So let's see, I'm gonna reopen this. I'm gonna put this on one of the displays here on my 22-inch. All right, so there's one. And then let's say I wanna, I gotta go all the way back. Let's go to displays in here, actually. I wanna set this up. So we can go here, displays, and now I can arrange them. So I'm gonna hit arrange. I'm going to make the Optiplex my main monitor, but it's all the way over here. My built-in display is this one. The portable monitor behind it, okay, that's good. And then the 22-inch, okay. So now I should be able to go from right to left. Close out of that. Now let's say I needed Xcode. I haven't done anything on Xcode yet. But let's take that and put this on the big one. And then when you code, you gotta listen to some music. Here on this other one. Let's go to this side. We'll, I almost said lowercase. We'll lowercase that. So now we're here. I'd play music, but I'd probably get demonetized. There it is, the T-Shield. Why is it over here? Come back where you belong. Okay, so here's my T-Shield. All my files, that works. I'm going to, and here I have a microphone. Let's plug this in. It's USB-C to USB-A. I'm gonna plug that into the USB-A port. So let's go into QuickTime, right? How do I see what my microphone, okay, let's go to sound. Or audio, or anything that has audio. Sound. Okay, here we go. VO7U. So it recognizes it. I'm able to change it in my MacBook. That's a relief. Let's go back into QuickTime, do a new audio recording. File, new audio recording. And now I'm recording off of this Deity VO7U. This is through the Mint House triple display dock. I have 3 displays running and my main display on my MacBook Pro. Everything looks like it's working fine. I mean, there was a little trial and error. I think we got through that. It's charging my laptop. it's not getting hot. Some of these docks tend to get super hot as soon as you start doing anything with them. So that's good. The only hiccup I came across was the site that they show on here sends you to a website that might not be safe, and I will get in my contact and let them know about that because that's not cool. V07U is working. I have another USB. This one's a keyboard, and I want to see how that works. Let's go back there. So now I'm going to open up Pages. All right, so that works. That works. Your number keys. All right. Now I have my drive. I have my microphone connected. Let's actually start recording there. Oh, I stopped recording. That's what I did. Let's go with demo mint. We'll save it in my Shield because it's connected. I still have music up, still have my web page up. On my web page, we'll go to YouTube, and I come up right here. Synth this up. All right. So YouTube, I have Xcode going. I can't wait to do that, by the way. I'm excited. And I have 3 different things going on with 3 different displays. So this is how the triple display dock works. I have my mouse, my keyboard, I have a drive connected, I have this microphone connected, it's all giving power to my laptop. I mean, everything works pretty well now. I just Googled display link, and it took me to support.displaylink.com, which was DisplayLink support. So it's actually displaylink.com where I got this app at, and it looks good. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. This works well. We had that little hiccup with DisplayLink. We saw that. Overcame it. Looks great. It works pretty flawless now. I'm happy with it. I'm sure you guys would be happy with it. Add some more USB-C ports though, and let's cut down on the USB-A. Other than that, feels good. Yeah, not super hot. I'm good. Anyway, guys, I gotta go because my back hurts.